Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, I welcome you, I thank you, and I appreciate your attention. My name is Michael Ojuela from Mindset Transformation Africa, and on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift, I want us to talk about the work that is needed to be done for the success that we are aiming for the success that we've planned. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. The personal success you want is mostly in the work you are consistently avoiding. The personal success that you want is mostly in the work you are consistently avoiding. Once again, you're welcome to this Daily Mind Shift. We all have dreams, all right? We all have goals. We all have visions of what success looks like to us. Whether you are trying to climb the corporate ladder professionally, or you are launching a successful business, or you're trying to achieve a healthy lifestyle, or you're trying to develop meaningful relationships with people. See, the path to success, the path to personal success is filled with challenges, is filled with obstacles. It's not new to you. It's becoming a cliche. If you want to do anything worthwhile in this life, you need to understand that your path is filled with stumbling blocks, it's filled with hurdles, it's filled with challenges and obstacles. And more often than not, those obstacles are self-imposed. Those obstacles that our path is filled with are self-imposed. We are the cause of them. It's not necessarily that our enemy somewhere is planting hurdles so that we won't go. It is us. Most of these hurdles are character flaws like lack of discipline, lack of consistency, lack of integrity, lack of trust and all that. They are self-imposed. So today we're going to think about why we avoid the very work that leads to our success and how to confront this particular epidemic and how to overcome this avoidance and things that we can do to stay on track. See, we need to first understand what I mean by avoidance. Avoidance is a behavior that is characterized by the deliberate effort to postpone some tasks, to evade some tasks, to just do away with some responsibilities or do away with some activities that we perceive as difficult, that we perceive as uncomfortable, that we perceive as stress-induced or anxiety-induced. See, it is human nature, right, to seek pleasure. It is human nature to try to avoid pain. And this instinct can often lead us to do away or dodge the very actions that are crucial, that are essential for our growth and success. Avoidance comes in many forms, okay? It can be procrastination, where we delay starting a task, or it can be distraction, where we fill our time with trivial and unserious activities, or even denial, where we refuse to acknowledge the importance of certain tasks. We refuse to acknowledge the importance of certain activities. We refuse to acknowledge the importance of certain works. See, these behaviors are our mind's way of protecting us from difficulty, from discomfort. But by so doing, our mind is keeping us from achieving our true potential. And why do we avoid important work? Number one, sometimes it's because we fear failure. One of the biggest reasons that we avoid important works is the fear of failure. We worry that if we try and fail, it will confirm our worst fears about our abilities, about our skills, about our knowledge, or even about our worth. This fear can be paralyzing, all right? It can lead us to avoid taking necessary steps towards our goals. It can lead us to avoid taking necessary steps towards our breakthrough. And it's also because of perfectionism. Many of us avoid important works because of perfectionism. We set unrealistically high standards for ourselves. We become overwhelmed by the pressure to meet those standards, and this often leads to paralysis by analysis, all right, where we spend so much of our time planning, we spend so much of our time perfecting what we want to do, and hence we never actually get started. And lack of clarity is another culprit here. Lack of clarity. We sometimes avoid tasks because we are not clear on what needs to be done. Also, we are so comfortable in our comfort zone. Our comfort zone is a place where we feel safe, where we feel secure. And stepping out of our comfort zone means we are facing uncertainty, we are facing some form of difficulty, and that can be intimidating. So, as a result, we stick to familiar routines and avoid taking risks, even if it means we are stagnant. And also fear of success. See, believe it or not, the fear of success can be just as powerful as the fear of failure. Success often comes with increased expectations, increased responsibilities, and increased visibility. Oh, I can bear you witness to this. This prospect of having to maintain or exceed a certain level of performance can be tough, can be daunting. And that leads to subconsciously we start sabotaging our own effort because we don't want to be known. So we sabotage our effort, and that keeps us small. See, how do we confront this so that we become better? See, you need to first acknowledge and accept how you feel, how you think, your habits, your way of life. You need to acknowledge and accept them. The first step is that. See, you need to acknowledge what you feel, all right? It's okay to feel fear, to feel anxiety, to feel discomfort about certain works. It's okay. These feelings are natural and they are part of the human experience. So by accepting them, you are taking away their power to control you. Do you understand me? Instead of avoiding your feelings, sit with your feelings, understand your feelings, and use them as a guide to inform your actions. Use them as a guide to lead you to your breakthrough. And you break down your task into small steps that you can manage. All right, into small steps that you can manage. Break those works into smaller steps. That's why when a work is too much, we avoid them altogether. So break down your goals into smaller manageable action steps, and that will help you. Also, set realistic goals for yourself, all right? You know your skill level, you know your knowledge level. So set realistic goals for yourself, and also set realistic deadlines. I will do this in 2 months. Come on, you know your ability. You are not that disciplined. So set realistic deadlines also. Unrealistic expectations can often lead to frustration and can often lead to you avoiding the task altogether. So establish clear deadlines to create a sense of urgency and accountability. Do you understand me? I will recommend that you use the technique of setting SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART. I will recommend you use that for setting realistic goals. Also, be compassionate about yourself. But most importantly, I want you to develop a growth mindset, all right? The belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. That is what is called a growth mindset. You view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your self-esteem. You see them as opportunities. This particular mindset shift can help you to approach your task with curiosity, with resilience, and that will reduce the fear of failure, and it will encourage you to persevere the more. So, what can you go out today to go and do? Number 1, prioritize and focus. Identify your most important works and prioritize them. All right, eliminate or delegate some works that don't contribute significantly to your success. Another thing that you can do is create a productive environment for yourself. Your environment plays a very crucial role in how productive you are every single day. So you let your workplace, your library, your zone, your corner that you work, let it minimize distraction and maximize your focus. All right, keep your workplace organized. Let it be free of clutters and unnecessary things. Surround yourself with positive influences, motivational reminders, books. Surround me as I'm recording this. White birds surround me as I'm recording this. Some pictures surround me as I'm recording this. They influence my flow. Do you understand me? So create a positive, productive environment. Also, be accountable. Establish accountability and support system. Accountability can be a very powerful motivator, and that is what I encourage you to do. And also reward yourself. When you are making progress, make sure you reward yourself. See, there are rewards associated with overcoming this avoidance. Number 1, your confidence will be increased. You will have greater productivity. Your whole overall life will be enhanced. You'll be better. You will personally grow. All right. You will personally develop, because overcoming avoidance develops you. It helps you to develop personal growth and overall development. You have new skills. You need to remember that success is not a destination. The personal success you want is mostly in the work you are constantly and consistently avoiding. So by understanding the nature of avoidance and confronting them, you will be able to track your progress, you'll be able to become better, you'll be able to have the power to create the life that you desire.